Trent Hillger, All-American for Wisconsin, brings with him the number 5 ranking. And Gary Traub of Ohio State. He's become a living legend there in Columbus. Gas Tank Gary, but he's got a tough opponent tonight in Hillger. Hillger, 15-3. 1-2 in Big Ten duels. He's fell to Cassiope of Iowa and Gable Steveson of Minnesota. Two of the best in the country. Heavyweight in the Big Ten. Yeah, very strong.
Look for Hillger to get out there and get some offense going. His chance to maybe step. He's been wrestling the top guys on national television for a while, and he ended up on the short side of some of those matches. That leaves a mark. Doesn't want to get slowed down, but you mentioned in the break, Shane, that nice crowd here with this weather conditions and really a whiteout conditions with a nice crowd here. They've been loud and vocal, but the last 2 matches they've kind of had they've disappeared. And to get them back into it here with a nice takedown.
Traub taking over for Chase Singletary. Singletary with an injury, and Traub making the most of this opportunity. 16-2 this season. And they love him in the Covelli Center.
There, nice little single leg off that tie. Good job by Traub putting the weight on it there, and he's a hand fighter. See how he's got a good collar tie right there, and then doesn't like the position he's in. He'll shake out of it. And I like what he's doing, coming back to that right wrist. His wrist is right, and then his opponent's left wrist.
He's just a guy.
He'll slow you down.
And he fights so hard. He's kind of the everyman, as Tom Ryan said. He said everybody can find a piece of themselves in Gary Traub. In those 4 matches at the Covelli Center, pulled ahead for 3 wins in the final 5 seconds. That's where he got that nickname, Gas Tank Gary. 7 minutes or whatever it takes. Tom Ryan said we got 2 #1 guys, and they love Traub. Look at that double leg from Hillger. Some great power. And the officials will discuss it.
Well, this is one of those that Chris Bono threw the brick out even before the call was made. Now they're going to end up going and looking at it anyway, so.
That took some power from Hillger.
Yeah, it did. Straight on double leg, and did a nice job of finishing it. So I thought he kept his right foot in. Clear on the other side of our view.
Final match of the night. Ohio State will get the victory to improve to 2-0 in the Big Ten. Wisconsin will fall to 1-3. Here's a look.
Straight on double leg. Watch the right foot of Hillger right now. He steps up, all right, and he's got that right foot in, and he will, looks like he's got the takedown, and he will point and show to the official that he kept it in. Watch this, right there. Boom, straight on. That's 2. 2
for Hillger. That was impressive. Good explosive shot and came up immediately, didn't hesitate. And this is where he's really good as well, and Traub at times has struggled on bottom.
Got the left leg in now. Now he's going to hunt for wrists. Looks like he's got the right wrist tied up there. Both legs in now.
A lot of pressure on top from Hillger, 3-time state champion out of Lake Fenton High School in Michigan. An All-American last year, he was 8th. 2 weeks previous was 4th at the Big Tens. Just a great wrestling IQ.
Well, the great thing about a guy like Trent Hillger, young in his career, finishing as high as he did, being an All-American and top 8, all of a sudden, you may not have been in that area code last year, but now because you were an All-American, now you're expected to give the guys above, that come back this year, like Steveson, Cassiope, the same thing, is that you expect to give them, good goes and really be up there. So sometimes, you know, if you don't have that, you just need the recognition to go ahead and to be able to look a little bit further up on the podium.
There's a stall call on Traub and an escape for Hillger. He extends his lead now up 3-0. Mason Paris, good-looking heavyweight from Michigan.
Yeah.
He won the Cliff Keen Junior World Champion this past summer. Yeah, heavyweight be a lot of fun come March and throughout the rest of the Big Ten season. Some good battles.
It seems like all these guys have had, you know, the young heavyweights they had from last year, they've added about 20 pounds and they all look good in their singlets and they're, you know,
on top, you got 1 minute.
this guy, Hillger, he can attack below the knee. I'm not really looking for that right now.
55.
Not really looking for his shot as much. You'd sense a little bit more like what we saw with Romero, him faking and trying to get a little bit better corner.
Half shot there from Traub.
30, Gary, get one here.
Gary, keep pulling him down. Tippy top of the head.
Over a half a minute here in this second period. There's a shot from Traub.
Yep. Hillger cut the corner pretty well. He's keeping that, doing a nice job of scooting that right cheek, but Traub casts across, improves his position a bit. Now he's going to try to swim for the head. Hillger blocks that off pretty well. Decides to go with a figure four, but now I think that's put him in a worse position.
Able to roll him through. And that should keep Traub off the scoreboard.
I think it's a danger call. Yeah, now going to get the cube out again. Coach Boner wants to think that Traub was in the danger call, so Coach Boner threw that out almost immediately.
And that danger position is if you're at 90 degrees.
Which I think he was,
yeah,
but I don't know if it was there for 3 seconds.
If it's 3 seconds, a takedown is then awarded.
But they're not going to look at it.
Traub with choice, looks at his corner, and we'll begin on our feet in this third period. Hillger up by 3. Takedown and an escape for the Badger.
Good shot though by Traub. You know, got to a position and didn't score on it, but he didn't lose it. There's that below the knee shot there by Hillger. Does that really nicely. Scooping the bottom leg.
Clear his head.
Now he's go ahead, put a little pressure. He'll get the danger call, and then he'll turn into it. Nice work.
You don't see too many heavyweights able to hit those kind of shots.
Yeah, if you can attack below the knee on some of these guys, it gives you a little advantage. They're just not used to being there, but you know, these guys at this weight class move so well. It's tough to get there.
Now 5-0 after securing that second takedown.
Shake him. Keep that leg.
Hey, big windmill.
Nelson on the right side.
Windmill. Windmill your arm.
Riding time over a minute. Hillger looking for some back points.
He's got the head and arm there, and it's got both legs in, but wasn't able to get to the 45-degree angle. Sometimes you see those points given a little bit early there. Nice job by J.R. Johnson, not falling for that.
Gary, work, get your one. Finish your match, Gary.
There, working the hips in this position.
Outside knee up. Now go. Short time.
Solid effort here from Hillger.
Get one.
Solid in all positions. Couple takedowns and escape. Going to take riding time to about 2 minutes to get that point and walk out of here tonight with a 6-0 decision. Trent Hillger, the redshirt sophomore, now 16-3 for the Badgers. He'll look to climb that podium in Minneapolis after that 8th place finish last March.